Hey, what's up, folks? It's me, Sonny T, with another exclusive from podcastformarketers.com. So, before we get started, I want to show you how you can join me at funnelhackerpro.com to join my Facebook group, Stealthy Millionaire on Instagram, YouTube, Podcast for Marketers, Billionaire Vids with an S on Snapchat, and Billionaire Vid without the S on Twitter. Go to podcastformarketers.com for a free MP3 player. You just need to pay for your fucking shipping. Smash that thumbs up, man, if you like this fucking video, and subscribe to this channel if you like the content. I come out with videos every day. Boom. Everybody likes that fast fucking intro. So there you go. Rip off that Band-Aid. Today I want to talk about a few things. Today we're going to put on our big boy pants. Big boys and gals pants. We're going to talk about getting beyond the regular funnels. There's a couple of things that happened today. First of all, a guy came in the group today, and I honestly want you guys to comment below. Man, please comment below and let me know, please. What is it about doing a social media marketing agency? From what I'm understanding, people are getting money. So, hey, I got my first client for $1,000. What do I do now? I don't understand this. And I want you to comment below and please explain to me the logic behind going to get money from someone to provide them a service. Then you go ask a bunch of strangers, what should I do now? I'm not understanding this concept. Now, if you went and got $1,000 from someone, and then you came to me and said, Sonny, I'd like to give you half of that money, okay, for you to help me continue with this client and teach me what I'm supposed to do, that would make more sense to me. But what I don't understand is why people are going to get clients and then going into groups of people that they don't know are searching for YouTube for answers on what you should do. Now, here was the question in its totality. It said, I just got $1,000 with from my first client. What do you guys do to provide value in the beginning, right? I want to know where do you guys start to do things for the client? It's all a bit overwhelming. Now, first of all, you didn't tell us what kind of client this was. You didn't tell us what type of work it was. And you didn't even explain whether or not you found out what problems the client had. So if I was to give you a solution for this, because now you got people that are really getting angry that I don't answer a question, right? But I want to kind of show you the direction, and what you just asked me is like, how long is a piece of string, right? Because first of all, I could say, okay, so the first thing you're supposed to do for this client is set up his social media marketing, okay? Social media marketing. And then what if the client tells you, fuck off, I don't want social media marketing? Then you're going to come to me and say, well, Sonny, they didn't want social media marketing. What do I do now? So then I say, okay, well, the next thing you want to do is set up a sales funnel for them, right? And the client goes, fuck off. I don't want a sales funnel, right? Okay, so the next thing you want to do, and I had this happen recently, where a guy says, well, I said, listen, man, go to the client, tell him he had a bar, that he needs to have, free beer night. And the client told him and me, fuck off. I don't want to give away free beers. I already give away 10% off or some shit like that, right? So the problem here is you haven't asked the client what he needs help with. All right. I need to know what type of client that was, and you need to ask the client what he needs help with. So if you did say that, you're going to help them with their social media management and not marketing, because obviously a lot of people are getting that confused. Social media management by posting up, Instagram and posting up shit on Twitter is one thing. But the actual marketing is something totally different, right? So if you promised him social media management, that's what you do now. Go manage your social media. If you promised him social media marketing and you promised him more clients, then go do that. What I don't understand is why you're coming in a group and asking us with literally no information what we should do, how should we tell you what to do with your fucking client? And I really wish you would comment below, because I've had this question countless times. There was even a guy named AJ that posted in the group, I'm interested too. I really want to know this because I'm about to close my first client. Well, I don't understand. If you're closing clients, what have you promised them? How are you closing the clients? Or, what did you do to even get the client in the first place? These are all questions that people actually asked in the post and we didn't get an answer, right? And I don't understand, and I really want you guys to help me understand. I'm not being a dick right now. I really want you guys to comment below and tell me, why are you asking a question like this to a group of people that you don't know? And we don't even like social media marketing in my group like that, right? I'm into marketing. The one thing I wanted to tell you guys is, if you're into marketing, be a marketer. Stop defining yourselves by a channel. I'm an email marketer. I'm an internet marketer. I'm a digital marketer. I'm a social media marketer. I just fucking market, right? Don't define yourself with a channel. So email or social media, okay? Or SMS or phone, okay? Now, all of these, as a matter of fact, if you go into any type of marketing software, these are all called channels of marketing. So there is email, there's SMSs, there's social media marketing, there's phone marketing, there's all different types of channels of marketing. Don't define yourself, I'm a YouTube marketer, or, I'm a Facebook marketer. I'm a marketer, right? And that's the biggest problem you have with this social media shit. You're defining your services with social media. That's the first mistake that you're making. So why you're overwhelmed is because you're defining yourself that you're going to be some social media guru dude, and then you don't know where to start. Well, fuck, if you were just marketing and understood how to construct sales funnels, proper sales funnels, then you'd be a lot better off. So now let's get on to the other question. There was one more question that I had in the group that was worth talking about, as a matter of fact, and he asked about procrastination, okay? You guys like how I did that? Procrastination, right? He says to me, Sonny, listen, man, I really want to start crushing it like I see you doing, and I want to start crushing like I see other marketers doing it. I really want this, but my mind is holding me back. And what's the one thing that you did to stop you from procrastinating, right? And it's kind of a weird question, but I kind of get where he's coming from. But what I want to talk about is the shit that's behind this, right? Procrastination it doesn't come by itself. It comes with something that pushed it there, okay? What's the main thing to push procrastination? And that's fear, right? You're scared of something. And most of the time it's scared of failure, right? Now, here's the good thing about marketing. And you know what's funny is I took a course, man, a long time ago. It's when the t-shirt boom was going on and everybody was selling t-shirts on Facebook, man. And I did a course and I paid, I don't know, $25 for this course. And it was probably one of the weirdest courses I ever took because it was a good course and it was a shit course all at the same time. And the main reason it was good is because the guy says you're going to fail over and over and over again. And he goes, what's going to happen is you're going to keep failing. You're going to keep spending money on campaigns. And sooner or later, boom, one is going to hit. And all the money that you thought you lost in this one campaign here, you're going to make back. Now, that's a gambler state of mind, which is why the guy's course sucked. But what he did say was that marketing is broken, right? It's designed for you to fail from the start, right? Failure is a good thing. So take this out of your vocabulary, and instead of saying I failed, just say I got more data. Data's the name of the game. I got more numbers. Wow, learn how to spell, Sonny. I got more numbers, right? And that's the name of the game. All the numbers and the data you have equals a win, okay? The more shit that you know that doesn't work, and it sounds cliche, but it's really true, the more shit that you know that doesn't work starts to form the path to the shit that does work, right? So you can stop being scared, man, and you got to get out there. There's no fear of failure there anymore. Why? Because we know you're going to fail because you're just looking for this. That's what you're looking for right there. You're looking for data. So the one main thing, if I had to put my finger on something that got me to finally jump out there and make it happen, number one, I've been doing this all my life. I've never been good at having a job, folks. I can't work for anybody for more than a month. Seriously, I got fired from every fucking job I've had, man. And I just couldn't do it. So I've always had to fend for myself. So there was always no other choice but for me to jump out there and see if the shit worked or not. Now, my problem back in the day was that I would just try so many different things, and if they didn't work, I crossed them out systematically. Right? And so the result from back in the day was I would make $5 here, I would make $100 here, and that wasn't enough, or I'd make, $2,000 with this, but that wasn't enough. And I would just try so much shit, but at the end of the day, I made $10,000, but it wasn't from one different thing. I was a jack of all trades and a master of none. So what I've started learning to do was, with data, is to stay in the same game and just change the pieces a little bit. Change up the players. Change up a few things and change up a few rules, right? And those are the things that you need to learn. Stop procrastinating, jump in and get to work and start collecting data. That's what you need to do. You need to study. And I just posted this up in the group, and it's weird that he asked this question, but I just posted up in the group. You need to be an avid student. You need to be a starving student. You need to be hungry, man. Not many people know this, right? But this year was a total, for me, this year is a total test, right? I actually did the impossible, right? And I'll show you what I mean by that. I started this year wanting $1 million, okay? And I'm going to do it. And it wasn't for this year. I said I wanted to take a company from 0 to $1 million in 1 year. And so I took my company from this to 6 figures in 2 months so far. Okay? From $0 to 6 figures, I did this in 2 months so far. And how I started was doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I started providing tons and tons of value to people. I went to every Facebook group, and I did not spam, okay? That's one thing I can't stand. I did not spam. I went to every Facebook ads group, and I answered every question I could answer. You guys know John in the group, the guy that posts like the longest answers forever, and he gives every complete answer. I did that, but with Facebook ads. I just answered every question I could answer. There's probably some old members in the group that remember this, right? And I answered the questions so in depth and just, because I'm a Yoda with Facebook ads, right? And so I just answered, and I gave so much value, my question, and people just started sending me messages. I never solicited those. They just start sending me direct messages. Yeah. Direct messages and saying, hey man, do you coach? And I said, yes, I do. And I started charging for coaching, and I made about $2,000 from coaching, and that's what sprung my business. And I started from $0. I had plenty of money to start, but I started from zero because I wanted to see if I could do it. So I made about $2,000, right? And I invested that into tools and equipment. And I started doing more work and giving up more value. And I've turned that up. I bought a website. I paid virtual assistants. I had somebody build a website. I had somebody build the whole little web membership area that I have. And it's a work in progress, right? But what I did is I jumped in, man. I had no idea whether this was going to work or not. But it was a test for me. It was a total test for my own determination. Can I do this? Can I make it happen? And there was fear there, right? But I'm an experienced marketer, and I knew, well, just being scared doesn't mean nothing. If nothing else, I'm going to find out this. I knew. So just let me start. Let me just see what happens. If I provide this value, will people actually ask me for coaching? Find out, man. Start doing this shit. This was my own business model. I'm not telling you to do this because this is what I did, right? Don't copy me. Just look at what I did and do it in your own way. But I found out the data. Yes, they will pay for coaching. So I did it enough until I collected enough money, what I thought was enough to start buying tools like ClickFunnels and this and that. And I bought a pad and I bought a bunch of stuff that I needed to go to work. Books, right? And then I just kept collecting more data. You know, I put up my first funnel and saw how that worked, and I tweaked it. I got more data. Now, here's another thing I wanted to tell you about. When you start building funnels, and this is about your big boy pants, right? This leads me to this entire thing right here. Okay? By the way, you should challenge yourself that way, folks. Challenge yourself to see if you can do something like that, right? And the reason why I told you that story is because it comes to what I'm talking about now. The difference between what I want to call your domestic guru funnels, okay, and a sunny kick-ass funnel. People in my 80/80 course know what that is. Sonny's kick-ass funnel, right? There's a difference between a domestic guru funnel and a Sonny's kick-ass funnel, right? And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I've been noticing that people are kind of making a mistake, and you can use this for your social media marketing agencies, okay? And because you need to understand that not every client is built the same and not every funnel is built the same. So here's your regular funnel. They tell you to build a lead magnet, right? You got, let's just say, ads here, okay? And they're going to go to a lead magnet, which is a free checklist or some type of PDF download, right? And you're going to have a landing page. And then you send them to your Tripwire offer of like $7. And then you guys seen it. You guys been down my funnel, right? This is kind of the basic funnel. And then you go to upsells, downsells, another upsell, and another downsell, and then email sequences. No matter whether they said yes, no, or whatever happened, they always go to an email sequence, and you nurture them from then, and then we move on with the total life of your client, right? And that's cool. But let me tell you where this is a regular domestic, what everybody's been teaching funnel. I had a guy ask me the other day if I wanted to make $3,000 to $5,000, and I've answered this question before, which is why I didn't answer it that day. Because if you want to make $3,000 to $5,000, Just do a domestic guru funnel. It's easy as fucking pie. I've said this a million times. You can make 3 to 5K easy. You can do that within a couple months. You can have a $3,000 a month to $5,000 a month funnel up with no problems. That's easy as pie. Here's where you got to put on your big boy britches though. What do you do when you want to get past that? Because when you start paying for ads, that funnel I told you about, this regular guru funnel, is no good with paid advertising, with media buys, okay? It's no good. Why? Because you're paying for these people to come through this funnel. And remember, your first lead magnet, that stops over, let's say, 60% of the people. In most cases, 70% of the people are not going to come through your funnel. And that's 70% of the people that you've paid for to go through that funnel. Now, remember, here's your offer. Now, on cold traffic, your offer should convert at least a 3 to 4%, right? A 5% funnel on cold traffic is $1 million funnel. I have an 8% traffic funnel right now. 8 to 10% is what I have. 3% on cold traffic is industry standard. Take those paid ads and run them straight to the offer, and you have better numbers because we're running 100% of the people through here, and now we're taking out 3% for your math. Okay, so that means that, what is this? 10% is 30 people, or excuse me, 10 people, so 3 people. We know that 3 people out of every 100, so let's run 1,000 people through here. And so now we know that 30 people out of this 1,000 people, which on decent days, 1,000 people shouldn't be no more than what? Let's just say you paid $1 a person. At $1,000, and we knew that this many people was going to take your front end offer, right? 3 times 7 is 21. Add 2 zeros, and there's your money right there. But if you left a lead magnet in front, what does that do? That you can't do the math if you want to. It'll never add up. It will never add up. So when you want to put your big boy pants on, remember, you can't do the same thing with these guru funnels that you do for your clients, for that matter. If you want to show them return on investment immediately, the lead magnet isn't the place to go. The lead magnet goes on free traffic. When you want to nurture them, and you want to have them coming in, but you don't really want freebie seekers just coming in. You want them to give you something, and you want to kind of keep freebie seekers at bay. Then you put up that lead magnet and get their email address for more nurturing. This, though, is not where you're supposed to make money. This right here, folks, is your front end funnel. This is where we're starting to get into Sonny's kick-ass funnels. Sonny's kick-ass funnels are broken into 2 parts. When I told you that right now I have a 6-figure business, and I've done it over the last 2 months, this is nothing more than the front of my funnel. I said I wanted a 7-figure funnel, right? So where does that come from? What do? Well, again, right now, and I'm building a hybrid funnel. That's why it's a Sonny's kick-ass funnel. This is my own product. But what I want to tell you is, I'm not going to give you all my secret sauce right now, is you have 2 funnels. You have a front-end funnel, and I kind of alluded to this a little bit yesterday, and you have a back-end funnel. Now, here's where the big boys come in. Front-end funnels are nothing but a break-even funnel. Remember I did that yesterday? The back end funnel is where the cha-ching is, folks. And it's a totally separate funnel from the front end funnel. This front end funnel, you want to churn it out on a regular basis as many clients as possible for break even or even negative, right? Because in the real world, I don't know if you guys know this, but you have to pay for leads, right? So before, in other words, if you're going to be on the telephones working, right, you have to go to a lead guy and he's going to tell you, give me 50 cents a lead. You're going to pay that guy ahead of time before you even talk to your clients. You're going to get those leads, and then you're going to run those leads to your system, your CRM, and try to get clients from it. That's normal. So here's the problem with people on the internet. They don't realize that that's the front end. You have to have lead generation. Now, what is your job on the front end funnel? Before you even get to this back end, what's your job on the front end funnel? What you're doing is you're creating a list and a customer list of people that love your content. You're not providing bullshit. They love your content or your client's content, right? And you're creating a list of buyers that love your content, and that's your front end. That's all you're doing. The back end of the funnel is that built-up list that keeps going on and on and on. And this is what you want to do for your clients, and show them this. So, in other words, if you had a chiropractor and you had them come in for a free adjustment, that's just the front end. And you want to get 1 million people to come in there and get an adjustment. Why? Because let's just say the client, the lifespan of the client was $1,000. Well, you just made him a fucking a million, over $1 million, right? Because you have that many people that came in for a front-end adjustment that will come back. And when they come back, that is your back-end funnel, which is the next funnel that you present to these people. This is your big boy pants on, folks. You want to know how to get high-dollar clients. You want to know how to present to high-dollar clients. You want to know how to make your offers attractive to high-dollar clients. This is the way you show them, because this is things that people will understand. So you never want to show the front end and tell your client that's where they're going to make money, even though you can, if you have a kick-ass offer, right? And I do. Even if you have a kick-ass offer or whatever, and you probably will make money on the front end, maybe 100% ROI, and get paid for your list, most people stop there. I had a guy tell me the other day, says, looks like you've been reading your Russell Brunson. Yeah, man, but Russell Brunson, let me explain something to you. Russell Brunson funnels, the ones that he teaches, those funnels, those are domestic, regular old guru funnels, and those are what I call training wheels. Russell Brunson is a training funnel. Sonny's kick-ass funnels are for big boy toys. Coffee break.